angels, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm giving you 5 different back to school hairstyles, and I'm doing one every single day, so I'll be back every day of the week, just so that way I can spend the day in the hairstyle and then report back to y'all on how it went, how it held up, if I liked the hairstyle, if I didn't like the hairstyle. But before we get started, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms so that way you can keep up with me there, because I do post a lot more there than I do here, obviously, because YouTube videos take a lot longer to edit. And also be sure to like the video and subscribe so that way we can hang out more. Okay, let's get into the first hairstyle. So this first hairstyle is a little complicated. It's not too crazy. You'll see why. It looks complicated, but it's not actually super complicated. How many times am I gonna say complicated in this video? You're gonna part your hair however you part it. If you part your hair to the side, go ahead and do that. I personally part my hair down the middle. And then I am going to pull out these little pieces in the front just because I like to have hair framing my face. But after you do that, you're gonna take a little section of hair here, but you're not gonna go all the way back. You're just gonna take this top section kind of close to the crown of your head, but not fully to the crown of your head, if that makes sense. And then you are just gonna take an elastic and put it in your hair like normal, like you're creating a little ponytail. And then pull it tight. And then we're gonna create a bubble braid. And basically all this is, it sounds complicated, it's not. All you're gonna do is you're gonna put hair ties like an inch apart from each other, and you're just gonna do that as far down as you want to, but we're gonna go like maybe 2 inches down, maybe 1.5 inches, whatever you prefer. And you're just gonna put in another hair tie. And again, you're gonna pull, not super tight, but then you're gonna want to pancake this. Pulling it already kind of pancakes it, but what this is you're just pulling the hair out to give it more of that bubble shape, if that makes sense. Like that. Now you have a little bubble, and you're literally just gonna do this all the way down. I think I'm gonna do 3 more. So again, going down like 1.5 inches to 2 inches, adding a hair tie, pulling tight a little bit, and then pancaking. Okay, once you have this, we're not done yet. We are going to add just a little braid over here, because why not? It's cute. Just a regular braid, nothing crazy. You're just braiding like normal. We're not French braiding, we're not Dutch braiding, we're not fishtailing. We are just braiding like normal. And then you're gonna add a hair tie, and then we're also going to pancake this as well, just to make it a little bit bigger. And you just pancake by pulling the braid out. So it flattens it out a bit. It also just like pulls the hair from the hair tie to make it look a little bit bigger. Honestly, this is easier before putting the hair tie in, but that's okay. Okay, now you're just gonna repeat all of that on the other side. Okay, once you've done both sides, you can either leave your hair like this, or you can add some wave to it, some curl to it. I'm gonna add some curl to mine personally. To add curl to my hair, I'm just gonna be using the Tymo Curl Pro Plus, and I love this thing because it literally does all the work for you. It's amazing, and I'm pretty sure this is linked in my Amazon storefront, but it's also definitely linked in my TikTok shop, so if you do follow me on TikTok, this is in there, but I'm gonna show y'all how it works because it's truly amazing. Okay, so you take a piece of hair and you put your hair in this little slot right here, and then you click the button and it'll wind up for you. But once it's wind up, you click the button again to stop it, and then you wait for it to beep. Pull it out, and it's a perfect curl. And then whenever you go to the other side of your head, you just click the arrow to go the other way, so that way it turns the correct way. But I'm gonna come back after I curl my hair and show you all the final product. Here is the final hairstyle, the final product. Like always, I will be sure to update throughout the day and at the very end of the day, but disclaimer, I did have to refilm this. This is me refilming what I've already filmed. All the other clips are from the first time I did the hairstyle. I just had to refilm doing it, so you're gonna notice some differences, like my nails are different, my room was not yet decorated. So now cutting to those clips that I filmed last week. Okay, it's literally 9:25, if you can see that. I just got home from ballet and my hair has put up with the entire day. And I've been really busy today. I did do some editing, so I was sitting for like maybe 3-4 hours, but I went to ballet, did some dancing and some stretching, and we held up very well. But I need to shower and wash this hair and come back for day 2 of back to school hairstyles. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but you will know in like a few seconds. Anyways, I love this hairstyle. I got quite a few compliments. I'll definitely be doing this one again. Anyways, let's go to day 2. Good morning. It is day 2 of back to school hairstyles, and we are starting with my natural hair. If you want my natural curly hair tutorial or just how I do my natural hair, I have an entire video on it, so go watch that after this video if you're interested. But we're gonna do a cute little like half up moment today. Something really simple, since yesterday was kind of not complicated, but it was more than simple. We're gonna start by leaving these front pieces out, just because I personally like to have hair that frames my face, especially when I'm wearing my hair like half up or fully up, so that way I don't look like a bald little boy. But we're just gonna take a top section of hair, take as much as you want to. I'm gonna try not to take a whole bunch. We might need to fix some of my curls after this as well, and then I'm just gonna kind of like fix it in the front, and then I'm gonna try my best to show you all this process. But basically what we're doing is we're taking a little hair tie and we're gonna create a bun, and then we're gonna take the pieces of hair that are outside of the bun and kind of wrap them around and bobby pin them on. So I'm gonna try to show you all this as best as possible. So taking a rubber band like normal, kind of just tying it around, and then you're gonna create a bun like this, and then you're gonna separate the bun and kind of like flip it sideways, and then we're gonna take pieces of hair at the bottom and kind of like wrap them and bobby pin them down. And it's supposed to be a little messy. It's not supposed to look perfect, so keep that in mind. Just like that. And it's just a cute little bun in the back. Okay, I actually need to see what this looks like from the back. Oh my gosh, see? So cute. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, sick. See how simple that was? That was literally so easy. Hopefully I showed y'all good enough. You're literally just making that bun, and then you're taking the extra hair from the bun and wrapping it, like kind of halfway wrapping it, and then bobby pinning it, and then wrapping the other piece the other way and bobby pinning it. Like you're wrapping it around the bun, but not fully around. You're only wrapping it halfway. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully I was good at showing that. But that's it for day 2. I wanted to keep this one easy, simple, quick, especially if you're like in a rush to get out of the door. I love a good half up, half down moment. But again, I'll keep y'all updated throughout the day, let y'all know how it holds up. Honestly, I think it's gonna hold up fine. My curls might get a little more frizzy throughout the day, and hopefully I don't just wanna pull it all up, because I tend to do that. We'll see, and I will definitely keep y'all updated. Okay, day 3 of back to school hairstyles. This one today is super fun, super cute, a little more difficult than the other 2, but I believe in you. I know you can do it. Firstly, let's take out my hair. It's gonna look rough. It is hair wash day. Look at this, this is crazy. Give my hair a good brush out. You're gonna need a lot of rubber bands for this one as well, kind of like the one on Monday. It's very similar to the one on Monday, but also a little different. I'm also actually gonna go ahead and put some oil on my ends since it is wash day. I'm just gonna use some of this Heritage Argan Oil. First, you're gonna part your hair down the middle, all the way down the back of your head as well. You can probably already see where this is going. And then I'm actually gonna tie up one side while I do the other side, just to make it a little bit easier for me. But we're gonna start by doing a French braid only until we get to like the ponytail part, and then we're gonna tie it off with an elastic. So if you don't know how to French braid, I'm gonna try my best to quickly teach you. You're gonna grab a little section of hair, and then you're gonna put this section of hair into 3 pieces, just like this. And then you're gonna take the piece in the front and you're gonna put it over the middle piece. And then you're gonna take the piece in the back and you're gonna put it over the middle piece. But now you're gonna add hair to that piece, just a little bit. And then you're just gonna repeat that. So now you're gonna take the piece in the front, put it over the middle piece, and you're gonna add. So from here on out, you're gonna add hair every single time you put a piece over the middle strand. So again, putting the back one over the middle one and adding hair, and then putting the front piece over the middle and adding hair. And you're just gonna do this all the way down to the nape of your neck. Once you get to the nape of your neck, you're gonna take an elastic or rubber band and you're just gonna tie it like you would a ponytail. And then pull tight. Okay, good start. Now, I'm gonna move you down a little bit. Now you're just gonna take a little piece in the middle of your ponytail and you're just gonna braid this normally. And then once you've braided all the way down, you're just gonna tie it off with an elastic. Now we're just gonna bubble braid the rest of this. So it's gonna be super cute. Again, just like the one on Monday. So we're gonna go like a few inches down. Actually, I want these to be pretty big compared to Monday. And then you're obviously just gonna put an elastic in it. And then you can pull it out a little bit to give it more of that like bubble look. Fix the braid if you need to, make it more noticeable. Now let's do the other side. Okay, this is the full hairstyle. I forgot to take pieces out in the front, but if you do want pieces taken out in the front, definitely do that. However, I'm kind of loving having no pieces in my face. I already know that this hairstyle is gonna last absolutely all day because it's not bothering me at all. Nothing's in my face. Nothing is like brushing my shoulders. This is a really cute hairstyle. It's like kind of hard to see the braids in here just because I have dark hair, but I think it's so freaking cute. Again, I will update y'all throughout the day. I don't have much going on today. I am filming quite a bit, but I'm not leaving the house today. So just some filming and definitely some editing happening today. It's currently almost 3 p.m. and this hairstyle is obviously holding up well. I've been editing all day. I did some filming, but I've been editing for a few hours. Not gonna lie, it's hurting my head a little bit. Just a smidge. It's pretty tight, especially like here. So like I could just do it a little looser next time. It's just like the braid is really tight, but I'm loving it so much, honestly. I think it's so cute. Even with glasses, I think it's cute. That's just a little update. Wow, okay, we are already on day 4. We have 2 more days to go. So today and tomorrow, and that's it. Today's hairstyle is very, very simple and easy. I wanted to keep it easy because yesterday was a little bit of a complicated one, really just because of like the French braid, but this one is gonna be super duper easy, so have no fear. Okay, to start off, you can either take out these front pieces or leave them. It doesn't matter. I think I'm going to leave mine in my hair. I'm not gonna take them out today. We're gonna start by simply doing a French twist, and I know it sounds a little complicated, but it's really easy. You're just gonna start at the top and you're literally just gonna twist your hair, and as you move down, you're just gonna incorporate these like front pieces as you move down. Super duper 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 easy. And you're just gonna twist all the way down. You're also gonna move all of this hair in the back out of the way, and you're just gonna keep twisting until you get behind your ear. Now, once you're behind your ear, you can either bobby pin this, or you can clip it, or you can hair tie it. I'm gonna clip it off for now. You'll see what I'm gonna do later. I'm just gonna take an alligator clip and just clamp it back here for now. Now, you're just gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, grabbing a small section of hair and just twisting down, moving all of the extra hair to the back. Now that we've got both sides twisted, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to unclip this side very carefully while also holding the other side. And then I'm gonna take the 2 pieces under all of my hair, right at the nape of my neck. And then I'm gonna take an elastic and tie them together, just so that way they'll stay all day and I don't have to worry about like the bobby pin budging, moving, falling out, whatever the case may be. And then I'm just gonna pull it kind of tight. And that's literally it. That's it for the hairstyle today. How cute is this? You can add some wave or some curl into your hair, or you can keep it straight. What do I want to do? I think I want to add maybe a little bit of curl, just something, you know, so it's not just staying like this. And I'm just going to take my Heritage round brush curler. Okay, now we've got just a slight curl going on, which I love. I think it's really cute. Anyways, that is it for today's hairstyle. Again, I don't have much going on today. Actually, I don't think I'm leaving the house because I'm doing lots of editing today. So much editing and even some more filming, but I'll try to get as many shots as I can with this hairstyle, and then I will see y'all for the last day. Today, it is the last day for back to school hairstyles, and today's hairstyle is very, very simple, but super cute and fun. Promise you'll get loads of compliments. We're gonna start with a little braid, like about here on the head, really anywhere, but little pro tip. When you're braiding this piece of hair, you're gonna want to braid it kind of backwards. Like, we're not French braiding, we're just regular braiding, but you're gonna want to braid it backwards, and you'll understand why very, very shortly. But this is just going to be a regular braid, and as always, you can pancake this, do whatever you want to it, but I'm gonna do the little trick where you keep braiding without separating the pieces, so that way it braids it at the bottom too, and then you don't have to use a hair tie. Once you get close here, you will then flip the braid through the hole, and that's what's gonna keep it together. And then you can also take a fine tooth comb and kind of tease it at the bottom, so that way it'll stay a bit more. And you can also hairspray it as well. And then just do that on the other side. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our hair half up in a claw clip. You're just gonna take your hair however you normally do your like half up claw clip situation. I'll show you how I do mine, but you're gonna want these braids to obviously peek out and be shown, so just fix it to where that is possible. And then how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna turn around, so hopefully you can still hear me, but I'm gonna twist it and then put it up and then clip it like this, so that way the clip is under my hair like this. Okay, now if you want to, you can pull out pieces in the front, which I am gonna do. And then we're gonna add 2 more braids just here on the sides, and they're small, just like the ones we did on the top. And again, doing the little trick so you don't have to use a hair tie. It's because I think hairstyles like this look better without a hair tie, in my opinion. Sometimes hair ties can ruin the hairstyle. And then repeat on the other side. And then once you have your 2 braids on the side, you can go ahead and like tweak your half up, half down situation to make sure that these braids can be seen, which since I do have dark hair, it is a little harder for the braids to be seen, but I still find it super cute. And I'm gonna like pull some of these hairs up back here just to give it some more volume. And that's literally it. So freaking easy for the last day, because truly by the end of the week, I'm sure we're all just done with doing our hair, but this one is so easy and super duper cute, and I love it. Hey, I was editing this video and realized I did not make an outro. So here I am making an outro. First of all, the hairstyle we did on Friday with it was the last hairstyle, so you remember better than I do. It was the 2 braids into the claw clip with the 2 braids on the side. Loved that hairstyle. One of my braids did come undone, which was okay. Obviously can fix that with using a hair tie, which I didn't do, but I kept it all day. So it's a good hairstyle, especially for school. And I think it's so cute, and another way to just spruce up a half up, half down claw clip hairstyle, because I feel like sometimes they're way overdone and they just need some sprucing up sometimes. But that is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments which hairstyle is your favorite. I think my favorite was the French braids into the bubble braids. I don't know why, but it made my hair look so long, and I just thought it was so cute. It's honestly something I've never seen before until I found it on Pinterest, and I was like, wait, this is so freaking cute. And so I had to do it, and I loved it. That one's my favorite. It is the hardest one out of all of them, but I love it. So do let me know which one was your favorite, and again, please consider liking and subscribing so that way we can hang out in the future. And I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.